Hey, Mariners, I wanted to devote a video specifically to the difference between the design workspace and rendering workspace in Fusion 360. So here we go. Um, Something that you should know is how to hit the A on the keyboard and bring up the appearance menu. And better yet, know how to search specifically for things like Chrome, which is what this is. Chrome plating or whatever material property you're looking for. It's always easier to search and dig for it, apply it. And one of the things that it's good to understand entirely how CAD programs like this would work. The quality could be better, like video gaming quality, video quality on a computer monitor, but in order to do that, you'd use up a lot of power of the computer, which you need to apply to the work environment or the design environment in this case. If I right click on this and go to my properties, you can see that the program has to mathematically calculate all of the sizes and shapes of everything, and it's all very precise. Beyond that, it's also looking at this as a piece of steel, which it's calculating the mass of, and then it's looking at the appearance finish as chrome, and it has to keep track of all that. So if you made this as best quality as you possibly could on a computer, you wouldn't have any power left to do the work. So what they do is build in a design studio where you can go into this is a rendering of the same part. And rendering happens by hitting this play button right here, and it'll process through, and it takes like 20 seconds plus, depending on your settings. But you can go into environmental controls. This is neat. This is the visible selections, like where the ground plane is, where the base is on this angle, focal length, how angled the shot actually is. So you really have the ability to change a lot of the visibility controls. Um, and then you have environment libraries, which background styles basically. You can drag and click on the background behind a part that you're working on. And this takes a minute. For some reason, this doesn't feel like it's actually going. If I do the field, you can really see it. Let's go on and try crossroads. I can install that first. I haven't used it yet. You drag it out, and then you have to like click on the background. It's not working. I wonder if it's because I'm in a recording. There it goes. Sometimes the screencast recordings interfere with the tools in the program. This is processing. It's going to take a while for it to actually update and do what it needs to. Hit render. It's all about visualization settings. While this is processing, let me just jump back and show you. If you take a closer look, the reflections that are designed in and the lights, everything gets much smoother, better quality. The reflections get clearer, whites get brighter, shades get darker, and it processes through and gives you what looks more photo-like versus design in a computer-like. So you can play around with this control setup on your own and just go from your design environment to your rendering studio and play around with it. Again, the controls for the scene settings are this button right here. And that's like the basic visuals controls. I'm going to change this back to a cool light environment. See here, give it a little bit more contrast for you to see what's actually going on. You can see specifically in this environment that the bright reflections that come up and how it's contrasty with the background, and it's still processing through it all. But it gets better and better, and you get a much more realistic looking part and a design file in the program. So you can save the photo, and it's going to save the entire photo window here, which you can crop into a Google slideshow like we present, or use the Windows Shift S control like I just hit. And it takes a minute, but this comes up. You can use the snip and sketch tool once it's done. This isn't even completely processed yet, but just capture an image like this and go into your slides and paste it from here, just like you would from Fusion. Paste that just so you can see it actually go in. Take that one step further. If you go into little border controls and give this like a 2 point, all your photos when you drop them in, if you put a little 2 pixel photo border on your pictures, it also takes things up a notch depending on how you want your presentation files to look. Whether you want them like this or like so. But that's a little bit of update on appearance controls in Fusion 360 and how to document your work and look a little bit more pro.